This is amazing. Tucker Carlson stunned as Wikipedia co-founder walks him through site's Blacklist. And I already know about this. I've done tons of videos on Wikipedia and their bias and their censorship. But it's funny watching Tucker Carlson become shocked from the news. He's hearing this for the first time. So we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. There's a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Caller News Foundation, and they report that the Daily Caller News Foundation co-founder Tucker Carlson expressed amazement on the Tucker Carlson show Monday as Wikipedia co-founder Larry Sanger guided him through the site's Blacklist. Wikipedia has a perennial sources page which categorizes sources based on how reliable they supposedly are, based on public discussion and consensus, they say. Yeah, what consensus? They didn't ask any conservatives. The singer told Carlson on his show how to find the list and informed him as he searched for it that the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN of all places, The Nation, Mother Jones, oh my gosh, and Glad, yeah, were among those with approval from Wikipedia. Wow. I mean, this is crazy. Again, I've reported on something similar to this before, but let's get Tucker Carlson's reaction. Here we go.
Is this public, by the way? Can I go on the Wikipedia site and find out what's blacklisted?
Sure. Just type in perennial sources Wikipedia into any search engine, and the first result will be this page.
And it names them, the blacklist.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's all color coded. Green.
Do you have the list? Do you mind if I do that really quick?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so let me just do. I'm testing your thesis. So it's perennial.
Yeah.
Source.
Yeah.
List. Wikipedia, right?
While you're doing that, I'll give you some fully approved sources: New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, The Nation, Mother Jones, Glad.
Come on!
These are all green lit, fully green lit. Okay, the blacklisted sources are Breitbart, Daily Caller, Epoch Times, Fox News, New York Post, The Federalist.
Wow.
So you can't use those as sources on Wikipedia.
Of course not. And nothing wrong with those sources.
Well, they've got, of course. So is red, I'm looking at it now.
Yes. Red means it's blacklisted. You cannot cite it as a source of facts. Maybe as a source of opinion, but generally that works out.
Anti-Defamation League gets a green light.
Only for some. Yes, if you're actually reporting about the Arab,
Israeli conflict.
Yes.
Okay.
You may not cite them.
Interesting.
So you can't find the Jewish perspective on the war so easily anymore on
Blaze
Wikipedia.
Media. Catholic hierarchy, celebrity. This is interesting.
Yes. There's a serious academic encyclopedia of Christianity that is not allowed on Wikipedia. I was surprised to find
Counterpunch is not allowed. Oh, they're naughty. They're naughty. Daily Caller not allowed.
Of course.
And these are reputable
Daily Mail, not yeah, I did start it.
Entities, media companies. That's been way more truthful than the left.
This is kind of incredible.
Way more accurate too.
I never hear about this. And we don't know who made this decision.
Mr. X is the name of his account.
Oh.
Now, it's edited, of course, as Wikipedia pages are, by a whole bunch of other people.
LifeSite News not allowed.
Right.
Another accurate site.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why?
God forbid they have the pro life the pro life perspective, right, as reputable, right? I mean, Wikipedia. This is why you should never ever cite Wikipedia. You can't trust Wikipedia.
Why does no one talk about this? Oh, Sputnik, of course, not allowed.
Also, Wikipedia is what these AI like Chat GPT uses as resources and stuff. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Tucky man.
Search me. I don't know why people aren't talking about it. It's obviously huge news. I think it's simply embarrassing for the left. And so the left aren't going to report about it, and the right has been reporting about it.
TV Guide allowed. The Uns review not allowed. TV Guide totally cool.
TV Guide. Who cites TV Guide?
Not allowed. This is so funny. This is amazing. Okay. All right. You've amused me deeply. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the it's all so incredible to me. Okay. So number 3.
Right. All right, shall I go on then?
Yes, and I will not interrupt. I just can't.
So to conclude the discussion of number 3, the blacklist should be abolished. Diverse sources should be cited with acknowledgement of how different groups assess their credibility, if necessary.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 4, revive the original neutrality policy. Wikipedia must return to genuine neutrality by refusing to take sides on controversial issues. Even when
So now he's just going over what he believes his what Wikipedia should revert back to which is neutrality, which I agree it should be. If you are a source like that, you should not be based on opinion. You shouldn't have one, or if you're gonna have one opinion, you should be able to have multiple opinions there too. You should have both sides on there. You shouldn't just be one way. You shouldn't be biased. I mean, it's just wrong. But Sanger asserted an account named Mr. X was responsible, but noted it is edited by numerous individuals, just like other Wikipedia pages. Carlson continued to list off the outlets. While not mentioned during the interview, Wikipedia categorizes the Southern Poverty Law Center as, quote, generally reliable on topics related to hate groups and extremism in the United States. However, the SPLC accused the late Charles Kirk's popular organization Turning Point USA of being a hateful white nationalist friendly movement, despite Kirk denouncing such ideologies. TPUSA also appeared on the SPLC's so-called hate map 4 months before Kurt's September 10th assassination due to its common conservative stances. SPLC has also repeatedly listed right-wing leaning groups like Moms for Liberty and Gays Against Groomers on its hate map, which makes no sense. This is crazy, right? Alongside the Ku Klux Klan for denouncing LGBTQ ideology and other liberal priorities. Moreover, The Nation published a piece on September 12th using an incorrect quote from Kirk and subsequently issued a correction with the accurate quote, which read, quote, if we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called racist. Now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. We know you do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Furthermore, Wikipedia categorizes ProPublica as generally reliable for all purposes due to its excellent reputation for fact-checking and accuracy, noting it had garnered multiple Pulitzer Prizes. However, a majority of ethics experts cited by ProPublica In stories on Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito's alleged ethics breaches have records of donating to Democratic campaigns and left-wing causes. A DCNF review of Federal Election Commission records found in July 2023. 7 of the 9 ethics experts cited in ProPublica's stories on the justices had collectively contributed more than $100,000 to Democratic campaigns and left-wing causes, FEC records showed. Several also worked for groups advocating for Thomas's resignation that were supported by donors that also funded ProPublica, the DCNF previously reported. The ProPublica stories failed to disclose these ethics experts' contributions or the fact it shared donors with organizations pushing for Thomas to resign. And this is par for the course. This is what they do. That's business as usual for the Democrat Party, for the left. That's how they're able to control the narrative, is by taking over organizations and using things like Wikipedia to give their point of view of what the truth actually is. This is how they control the narrative, and it's not right, especially if you're a site like Wikipedia that's supposed to be neutral. Then be neutral then, and start and stop being one-sided and being biased about this whole thing. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.